Well, this week we saw the county council vote to table an ordinance that, if approved, would ban smoking in all Indianapolis businesses, bars, and bowling alleys. Well, this is a story people are still talking about. This is a live picture now in our newsroom of WishTV.com. We had close to 90 comments posted from people on both sides of the debate, so you know it's a hot topic right now. And joining us live in studio this morning to talk about this is Bill Smythe, president of the Indiana Licensed Beverage Association. He's also a bar type of owner, and Tim Filler with the organization Smoke Free Indiana. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
If you were there last Monday, you know it was a close vote, 12-13. So your push to get this passed didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen, but it also didn't fail. It takes 15 votes to pass or fail, and we didn't get there yet. So we're going to keep working to try to convince these council members and this mayor and to explain why 70% of the public supports a comprehensive smoke-free workplace law. You know, there's a reason why groups as varied as the Indiana Black Expo and also the Greater Indianapolis Area Chamber of Commerce have endorsed Proposal 371, and it's because it's the right thing for the health of the workers of Indianapolis, but it's also the right thing for the economic viability of Indianapolis.
Bill, you have a different opinion about this because you also own a bar. Talk about that and how that affects what this could do to what you do as a living.
Well, we see this as a direct threat to our livelihood. Smoking bans that have gone in the bar industry across the country, and as recently as in Franklin, Indiana, back in May, have a detrimental effect on the revenues within those establishments. So as a small business owner, a ban like this would probably have a 15 to 20% effect on my bottom line, which means people are going to be unemployed and bars are going to close down. That's our position and hasn't changed.
Do you have any fear, because what's happening around Indianapolis, other cities, Westville just recently passing one of their own.
But they excluded bars.
They excluded bars, but some cities are enacting these ordinances to make smoking free in bars. What do you have to say about that? And if it happens here, could it be a bad situation not only for you, but for other people who are in your situation?
There are two possible answers to that. The first is just because everybody else does doesn't mean we should. Let me at least cover that one, okay? And secondly, I think that when we look around the country and we see the damage that is having to the industry, we are afraid. That's why we mustered our forces last month, actually, and we're successful in putting it off. Do I think it'll come back? Yes. I unfortunately, and no offense specifically to Tim, but they are well funded by the pharmaceutical people who obviously have a vested interest in smoking cessation. They get their money from the tobacco settlement. This is a full-time vocation for them. For us, we assemble to fight when we're attacked, and then we disband and go about running our businesses. So
at the bottom line, though, it comes between economic impact or livelihood and health.
Well, and can I just say one thing? You know, Smoke Free Indy is a community coalition of a number of organizations. We have faith leaders, we have business groups, we have community groups, we have hospitals and physicians. So Smoke Free Indy, isn't one monolithic entity. It's a broad, varied organization that's a coalition of organizations. And concerned citizens. Secondly, what you hear a lot of times from city to city and state to state when people are considering smoke-free workplace laws is this concern that there will be a 15 to 20% drop in business. What people find after the fact, time and time again, every time, is that there is not a drop in business.
Bullshit.
And many times business increases because more people who weren't going out before do go out. So this concern that there would be a drop in business just doesn't play out when you look at the objective, peer-reviewed academic economic impact studies. And there are more than 100 of them that have been done. It just doesn't happen. But the fear, the doom and gloom scenarios are what scares off policymakers from adopting a good common sense health policy.
What happens next, and how do you plan to react?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen next. That's pretty much someone else. We are a reactionary force, not an action force. We may take Save Indianapolis Bars and make it a full-time entity, a political entity, so that we can stave off these types of attacks. My guess is they don't have enough votes. They won't have any unless there's a change in the makeup of the council, so that will be the next election. And my guess, just my guess, is that they would probably try to make this an election issue, thus change the makeup of the council and bring it back one more time.
Okay.
As far as state is concerned, I think there's a lot of things in play there, and since the casino industry is the largest, ATM for the state, I can't see they're going to allow a smoking ban to impact the casinos.
All right. Well, you can guarantee, gentlemen, that we will stay on top of this and follow up for you. We appreciate you joining us this morning to talk about this hot topic, and of course, have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.